Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and today's bonus puzzle, which is called 1-2 Sudoku. And I'll have a look at it in a minute. I should just alert you that we're uploading today onto Patreon our solve of the June Patreon puzzle for those of you who are able to access that and have a go at the very popular Olympic rings Sudoku. And obviously on Patreon a couple of days ago we put up a listener crossword, which is very interesting as well. Not actually a crossword this time, but a numerical, which had a really interesting solution path, and our guest contributor Neil Talbot recorded a video of that. So those are both over there. As usual, loads going on, but for now I'm going to concentrate on this puzzle, which has been sent to us by Rain, who says they're a novice setter. So let's see how this goes. Now the rules are, very simply, that orange lines connect cells with a difference of 1 and blue lines connect cells with a difference of 2. I think that fits in with the orange and blue I used for odd and even, and also O for orange is for odd is for 1 and blue rhymes with 2. It's going to be easy to remember, I hope. Okay, so you can try it on the link under the video, of course, before watching this, but let's get cracking. Well, there's an interesting, blue is 2, so a run of blue is quite significant. And look at the symmetry of these shapes. That's very interesting. So this must be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in the corner, mustn't it? That's the only way within one box to have a run of 5. Now, I mean, that doesn't necessarily apply on this diagonal. That could kind of go 1, 2, 1, 2 or something. But within a box, they will have to be different. So I think this pattern is absolutely guaranteed. 5, 1, 3, 7, 9. Now, obviously, these numbers are therefore even because these numbers are all even in the box. So these two are 4 and 6. The outsides are 2 and 8. I was hoping that the given 6, the only given digit in the grid, would sort that out, but it doesn't at all. Now, I haven't been told there's any negative constraint, so I don't think we can assume that there's no difference of 1 if it's not marked. What else can we do? I mean, that's dealt with all the blues we've been given, so let's have a look at the reds. This is even. We don't know that, but we do know this is odd. Wow, that's not much to go on, is it? That's 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. We know it's odd because all the even numbers are used up in the row. Sorry if I didn't explain that. So yeah, maybe that does. Okay, that's yet another odd number in this column. I'm starting to wonder if I should have started colouring the grid with evens and odds. I think that might actually turn out to be helpful. Oh, and look, this is kind of a sequence going round here, isn't it? Is that helpful? Not desperately, I don't think. Maybe I'm missing the point of that. I can't really colour the grid in blue and orange because I'll be going over the markings. I'm not going to colour it yet. I don't think that's necessary. Now this is an interesting relationship here, same as here, in that is one difference. So this is a sequence that must go there, then there, then there, then there. And this is in the same column as a 2-8 pair. And that is interesting then, because this has to have, given that this is a sequence that goes like that, and I know that it doesn't double back on itself as a sequence, or that would be the same digit as that, which is impossible. So it's a sequence of 4. So it must have 2 even digits in it. However, no, okay, the interesting point is it must have at least 1 even digit in those 3. Even if that is even, so the 2 below it are odd, given the sequence, there must be 1 even. Now that means that these two which must share the same parity, can't be even. They must be odd. So this one's even. Now, one of these two is even because they're one away from each other. So that's 2 even in the box. That's not enough to determine if those two are even or if they're odd. Now, whatever number there is, could we have 4 and 6 there? Yes, with a 5 in between them and a 3 or 7 there. We could have both 4 and 6, but if it begins with an even number, that's 4 or 6. Then it would have to go 4, 5, 6. No, it doesn't. Nothing is forced. This is strange. Okay, this must be odd because of this even sequence. So this one's even. I'm on to something with the even and odd thing, but I can't quite work out what it is yet. We've got 3 evens up here already. This must be odd because these are all even. Yeah, maybe I should have been colouring. But now we've got all 5 odd numbers in column 1. So the others are all even, and that starts off our sequence here. So this one's odd. Here we go. This is going to get interesting now. That's even. This is odd. Oh, it's not going to get that interesting. This is even. And these are a sequence. Oh no, but it might. This one might double back on itself. It could go 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Oh, how frustrating. But they're all even now. That same thing isn't going to work down here where we don't have any clues. These two are definitely odd because of the 4 evens in the row. Yes, look. I mean, the colouring would really have helped, but I'd have had to choose strange colours and it would mess with the lines. So they're all even in that column. So the others have to be odd, which gives us a 4th odd in the bottom row, which can't be 5. Still not quite enough to break it apart. You do have the feeling that when we establish 1 or 2 numbers, everything's just going to flow from it in this puzzle, but some way from doing that yet. And maybe it's interesting which way round this goes. If that goes 2, 4, 6, 8, this would have to go 2, 4, 6, 8 in that order. This is 4 or 6. We just don't know which end of the sequence this is. That's interesting. I just can't pick it. I think we need just one more bit of information. But these two could both be even, couldn't they? Is there some reason they couldn't that I'm not seeing? That seems to be the most limiting case. These two are even. Of course. And that's more important up here in row 3, where these two are even. That one can't be 6. Now we've got the 4 evens up here. This is odd. This is odd. It's still not wide. It's just not breaking quite. Have we got 4 evens in a column? No, we've only got 3 in any given column so far. There must be 1 in those two. 1 even and 1 odd. Same again here. Can this be even? It could be. Those are odd. That's even. Oh, just so close to having something. Now maybe along this row, 2 even already. One of those has to be even. That'll be 3. Ah, look, yes, up here. They're all even. Right, so everything else down here is odd. Which helps for this, which must now be even. This is odd. In fact, everything in this row is odd that we haven't marked already because of the 2, 4, 6, 8 run. Now, 1, 2, 3, and one of these must be even. So the other ones are odd. That's filled up column 9 with odds. Oh, I'm really wondering whether to go back, re-record the grid and show it to you. One of those is a 6 with the colours that would help understand. But you're probably following along fine. So 4 evens in that row, so these are odd, and we finally know the order of this sequence up the middle. The last sequence that parity had yet to be determined. 2, 4, 6. Now, is this finally going to let me... Right, this one can't be 2 or 8 because of the column it's in. So that's 4 or 6. So this can't be 1 or 9. That's not cracking it wide open, is it? This one is odd because there are 4 evens in the box already. That's a domino. That's a domino, by which I mean 1 even, 1 odd. That is 2, and that. What about this one? No, there's 4 evens in this cell, so they're all odd. So that fills up the odds in column 6. So that's even. This is odd because they were dominoes at the top and bottom. Still got a domino here, a domino here. I don't believe I can determine those yet. This one I can determine though, because I've got only 3 evens in the row. So that's even, and this is odd. Now surely does this 4, 6 actually help me determine what the numbers are? But that could be, yes. This can't be, no, I was going to say this can't be 2, because you'd get 4, 3, 2, 1, but it can. It can't be, oh yes, it could be 4, because that could be 6. Wow, I still don't know whether this goes up or down then. It's so frustrating. One of these 2 is 6. Don't see how that helps. So few given digits. Surely that 6 is going to unlock something. Oh look, I've got something wrong in this row. I've put too many odds in it. So, yeah, that's interesting. This column must be, and there we go. That is the breakthrough. So I got that wrong and it really mattered. That punishes me quite hard. 2 and 8 are already in the column. This can't be a 6, and we now know it's even, assuming I got everything else right. And no, maybe I didn't. I have a feeling it is the way in, but I'm just going to check. Let's take out these 2 dominoes. Now, why? Yeah, we've got 5 odds along the bottom. That's right. Okay, that's fine. Those are 2, 4, and 8. So that fills this with 4 evens. Now, this for its box has to be even. Right, but as I was saying, 2 and 8 in the column, 6 in the row, and 12 or so minutes into the solve, finally got a 4th digit in the grid. That's a 4, but that's crucial. That makes this a 6. This could go 6, 7, 8, 9, or 6, 5, 4, 3. I don't think I know which way round that is, but these can't be 6s. This is a very neat puzzle, isn't it? I mean, so hard to break it out. This is a 6. Good thing I pencil marked those 6 is in the corner, otherwise I wouldn't have spotted that yet. That makes this a 6. It's the only even there. Those aren't 6. One of those, but I don't know which one. Now, down here, that isn't what a 6, and that isn't a 6. This is a 6, therefore, in the box. Right. Nice. So this is a 2, and we can do that whole string as well. That's not an 8. No, that's not 6 or 8. So this is a 2-4 pair. And that means this is 8 here, because the 6 is looking at it. How intriguing. That could be 2 or 4 at the moment. 8, 6. These have to be 8 and 6. And that's quite interesting for this. So this can only now be 5 or 7 to make the connections it needs to make. This cannot be a 5 because of that, so that's now a 7. And we've finally got an odd digit apart from the 5s in the corner, so that fixes this go round. 1, 3, 5, 7, that's a 9. They can't be 9. 5, 7, 9. We can take out 7, 9 from both of those, and 5 shouldn't have been in that. So these ones are 6 and 8. That makes this pair 2 and 4. So this is an 8. 2 here. That's an 8. Oh, okay, we've got a 2-4 pair across row 5. So one of these is an 8. Whichever one is even is an 8. I don't think it's obvious to me which is which. Still, those two dominoes remain unparrited, as it were. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that is still possible. 6, 5, 4, 3. Bother, they're still both there. Right, this can't be 6, though. So 2, 4. This can't be 8, can it? Because 4 can't get to 8 through there. Yes, so that's 2 and 4. So that makes this a 3 to connect them. Excellent. So 2, 4, 3, 7, 6. Let's take 7 and 3 out of there. 2, 3, 4. So this could be any of 1, 3 or 5 still, but this can't be 8. That must be a 2 or 4. Ah, look, 6 is looking all the way up at that. Sorry. Should have spotted that. This can't be 8. So now we've got a 2-4 pair in the row. That makes this one 8. This is a clever puzzle. This can't be 6 or 8 now. And that gives us a 2-4 pair in row 6. So this is 8. And now we can finish off that run of 4 that I was looking at for so long. This lot can't be 7 and 9. One of those must be 5, in fact, because 5 can't be there, and therefore this is 4. So that's 5 and 3, and this is 1 up here, and that fixes this run round. 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. These, oh, this one can't be 1 or 3, or 7, so it's a 5, yes. That's a 1. 9, 1, 7, 8, 6. That's 3 or 5. That's 6 has sorted out 8 and 6 there. That's given us the last parity. So 8, 4, 6. That's a 2. Oh, wrong mode. 2. This is the odd number. It's 2 or 4. It's a 4. Even number. Sorry. I know I said odd. I do that sometimes. But I know what I'm thinking. I just can't express it. 5, right. That's a 5, 9 pair. So 1 is there, 4 is there. That 4, 3, 2. This can't be 5. Well, for a number of reasons. Ah, there's a 1, 3 pair in the column. And that can't be 5 or 9. So that's 7. This is 9 because of that 1, 3 pair again. That's 3 and has been for a while. That's 5. Whew! That that was quite taxing, I have to say. What a clever puzzle this has been. These can't be 7 and 9. Actually, that's not over yet. Those can't be 7. That's 2, isn't it? Which doesn't help with the number connecting it with that 2, but it does help with this. That's a 4. That makes this a 2. That sorts out this 4-2 pair. Yes, this can't be 3, so it's 1. So that resolves the 3-1 pairs around here. That can't be 3 and 5. It's 1 and 9. That's a 5 because of the 3 in the row. Okay, and that sorts out box 4. 2, 4. I think we're just now looking for things that have been cleared up by what we've seen. So 5 and 9 to go in this box. Yes. 3. That must be 5, not 4. Still don't know about that one. This is 3. So the columns can be completed with a 1 and a 7. Oh, yes, that is right. 1 and 9. So that 9 was actually telling me about that pair. What a nice puzzle. Thank you very much to Rain for that. They've produced a beauty there. Really interesting solve. And probably would have helped to be colouring. If you did that when you solved it, I think you were probably very wise and it would have helped you spot some of the completed parities in rows and columns before I did. Good puzzle though, I enjoyed that, nice workout, and thank you very much for staying with us. Do stay safe, and we'll hope to see you again tomorrow on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.